Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Contradiction. And I have once again resorted to a walkthrough because I was stumped and I didn't want to, lose time just bumbling around and not knowing what to do. That's just, like uh, when I don't do this all in one go, I forget what people have said, and that's just I I pretty much lose the ability to then beat the game on my own. That's really all there is to that. So essentially, I need to go back to Paul, which I mean, it makes
Ask you a couple more things, please.
right. It makes sense to think that there's a contradiction here, and the contradiction we're looking for is, let's see here, bag used in mugging doesn't know where the bag is from, and let's see here. Cardboard mask thinks the mask is from Monarch costumes. That's a legit contradiction. I just didn't have the aware of it all to just see it anymore. I had essentially forgotten almost everything Paul had said because like it's been a day or two or something since I've played. So yeah, that's what that is from.
Aha.
I'm just bad at this.
Do you visit Monarch costumes a lot?
No, I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Right.
Maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you as a cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favour by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
No, it wasn't.
From students. Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask, no, I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal.
About law,
Life is
yes.
shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites.
Is
Now,
that the...
if you don't mind, you'd have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
Uh-huh. Well, that was an odd conversation.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Damn straight. Let's see here. Wait, so I have Paul's theft stunt as a thing, which I should probably talk to the other people about that one right quick.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
When was the last party he threw?
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Aha. Fancy dress parties. That's an interesting way to put it, but sure. Huh. Well, curious to... Well,
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
there we are then. Next up... Oh, right. James wouldn't know about that, I'm sure, but just a quick check. James. Also, I'd love to just get a quick, like,
A few more
already to
questions,
the door,
if
you
don't
know?
mind.
Wouldn't know.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Well, fair enough. Just, can I go? Yeah, okay, so, again, I don't know if Ryan is anywhere, but let's talk to these two. So, as per usual, Simon first, and the
Couple more
Vice
questions, if that's okay.
and the Vice Duchess of Lies second.
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Something dangerous?
Well, not dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like stealing from other students?
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway. And you're not allowed to do anything that would hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
No, it's not.
Seems a bit odd for a business course.
It works, though.
How? You all become assholes, but you still don't really get anything. And you get hypnotized and burn dolls. Sure. And worship Satan, because yes. That just, you know, as a byproduct, you know. Okay, Emma.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
Except they didn't stop and they're still the same assholes they ever always were. Okay, now, and there's the other contradiction, which, again, I wouldn't have gotten this in a million years because I am not good at video games, I'm sure you've noticed by this point. So, let's see here. It was at Third Eye when Paul pulled the stunt, and was on holiday the night Liam died. That's a legit contradiction because we already know from Paul that Liam died on the day when Paul pulled the stunt. That's very true. I wouldn't probably have gotten this in a million years because there's starting to be like just too much stuff to just sift through and try to find the one thing. And of course, as we mentioned before, the game does have this finicky quality where some contradictions it just doesn't count as contradictions actually. So.
Aha.
So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes?
But you weren't there when Liam died.
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So
Liar.
you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night.
No.
Emma. I think you better explain, don't you?
It was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Why?
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And they all thought it was ugly.
Oh no.
So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
What did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
I find that unlikely, but sure.
Well, Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye.
You don't say.
It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You have really weird priorities. Like, you can't tell Simon that I told someone about a birthmark. Fine.
9 o'clock. Poor Emma. I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
Okay. So... let's see here. From the top again, let's see if Atlas building is any different than before. Oh! We get a...
That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never remember to buy one.
Well, yes, because you're not a very good police officer, man. Well, I mean, sure, he's good, but you know what I mean. Okay, so... actually, I do... Oh, not here, just next to the pub, if you could. I remember the shed needed light, so now we have a light. So will that help me? Outbuilding, right? Whatever. Also, what am I looking for in here? Okay, car something. Couldn't quite make that out. Car something. Evil devil worshippers.
Oh, well. And there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
Sure. Okay, so... and it was a Ferrari, I think. That's interesting. Could that be James's thing? Although, like, does Paul have a Ferrari, or is it Ryan's car? I don't know. Huh. Okay. Oh, before I wanna indeed check, is Ryan now here? Because I have like a list of stuff to show him. That's kinda important, I hope. But maybe it'll, you know, put us forward. Oh,
A few more questions, please.
more
Thank you.
importantly, are you still drinking the thing? Before I go to the thing, let's just start from the top. So, doll burning ceremony.
So tell me more about this doll burning.
It's a symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one.
So the dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager. And they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first month with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector. We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Your words make so little sense and are so dumb that I can't even take that as an insult, man. Well, they've clearly we take the dolls everywhere, and oh boy, wow, that's silly. But okay, sure. Like, you know, the concept of like an army person having a dog, taking the dog everywhere and then killing it. Yeah, I get the the analogy there, but that is that is quite something, yes.
I didn't realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be
Like you
quite
dabble
honest
in
with you,
your
I'm
drink?
far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band.
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't time fly?
What band was that?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called something Stone? Hammerstone. That's it.
And you still collect?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
Or Blackstone was like every person ever, you know, in the Blackstone band. Then is that what? Did you kill the entire band because you couldn't get in? I just wonder. Okay, auto hypnosis.
Can you tell me about auto-hypnosis?
Well, what would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know and have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about phasing auto-hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
Well, you know, I'm sure you claim that, but, well, we'll see.
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh, well, yes, that was something that Dad decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam
sure.
had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
Can you tell me about his problems?
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticizing Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well, I know Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
Yes, very sad, and I almost drunk, but not quite. Oh boy. Right.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Blint. She was on the course, very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Did Rebecca know about it?
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The run-down house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
Right, but photos of Ryan's car, psychological problems, refund. I mean, you wouldn't know. I think Ryan mentioned something about doing let's see here, devil worshipping or whatever as a kid, but doesn't mean anything. Okay, sure. Okay, so next up,
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
should probably show this stuff. I don't think Simon needs to know about the guilt, but would he know about the car or such? Just a real quick check.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay, so
Have you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
it's a Ferrari something, I'm sure. Huh. Yep. Don't discuss with. Yep.
Be
but
back
it's
later
okay.
on, if that's okay.
Emma wouldn't know about the car probably, but just since I'm here.
Do you know anything about these?
Nope. Sorry.
Thanks. And
Thank you.
next up,
Probably be back later.
quick check at Rebecca's, because she actually might know about the car, because, I mean, well, she is married to Ryan, so... Because you never know what things yield, like a supremely
Just a few more
odd
questions, if you don't
new
mind.
piece of evidence or such, so... Unlikely about that, but yeah, so, car.
Have you ever seen these?
It's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year. His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. Oh, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Okay.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
And next up, let's... I mean, Paul would probably know about the car, but does he care? Oh, actually, does he come back?
Ask about a few more things, please.
Okay.
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin. It was vandalized sometime last year.
Do you know who did it?
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
Not what I asked. Well, again, that's not the answer. Like, oh, actually, tell me about Emma's guilt.
Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticize him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to. It would be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Not sure about that. But I believe I still have a thing to go to. Well, for example, I could go well, I don't know if James would know anything about the car, but there's that, and then there's the what was her name again? Lisa Blintz, something like that. But I might have to call the episode after
Couple more
I've
questions, if
checked
that's
with
okay?
James. Wouldn't know about Emma and Liam, but he would know at least maybe something about the car, or just he'll say, nope, and then that's that, but we'll see.
Know anything about these? Nope.
I called it! Yeah, okay, so...
Thank you. Probably be back
But
later.
I actually have to cut it short here because I do need to run. But I do hope you've enjoyed this. And next time we'll hopefully go meet Lisa Blint or something. And yeah, and if you have enjoyed this, please do drop a like or a comment or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really help. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.